So like I said, I've built up the base again around the mold, which you can see inside. And I've sprayed it with the mold release, and I've waited about 10-15 minutes. And now I've got my equal parts of my pink and blue mold rubber, and I'm going to mix them together and begin pouring the other half of the mold. I'm going to try and speed this up a little bit from last time. I found it was getting a little bit too sticky, and it wasn't pouring very well into the mold. You want to get it so it's as runny as you can when you're pouring into the mold, so that you're ensured that it goes on every detail and doesn't roll over top of some detail without filling it in, because sometimes it'll get air pockets, as you may have noticed when I took out the mold in the other video, the other part of the video. The keys especially didn't fill in very well. So again, I've just got a very firm stirring stick. In this case, it's a chopstick that I have. Make sure to scrape the sides and bottom so I can get as even a mix as I possibly can. And then what I like to do again is pour it into a separate container, so anything that was stuck on the walls is now off of the walls. Again, I have my garbage can standing by so I don't make any mess. Just throw that into the garbage right away. Once you have a good consistency of purple, I'm ready to go ahead and start pouring. So again, pour into one corner. And try and get a thin stream. This is pouring much better than last time. And allow it just to roll over the detail. So only pour on a place that's already got a lot of the rubber already set on top of it. Allow the edges to be what rolls over the detail, so you can reduce air bubbles. Once it's fully covered, you can go pour as fast as you want. Pay a little more attention to the corners now. You can tell it's pouring a lot slower now that it's getting near the end. That should be good enough. So now what a lot of places recommend to do is just sort of bang your table and try to get some of the air pockets of the mold rubber to rise to the surface. Sometimes I just bang on the bottom or underside of the table as well, depending on what kind of setup you have. And that's it. Now we just have to wait another 6 hours and we'll be able to pull both of the pieces apart, and the remaining inside should be the mold, and it'll be ready to cast right after those 6 hours, at which time I'm going to build up some sheets of cardboard for the side to give it some structure, and I put elastic bands around it to hold that shape when we use the resin. Stay tuned for that.